Hello, my name is Taylor and I wanted to make a video of my completed junk journal. I started junk journaling this year, 2026. This is my first completed junk journal and I had a really fun time making it. First up, about the journal itself, it's just a random sketchbook that I had lying around in my art studio, and I covered it with this holographic pink contact paper and then added a bunch of stickers to the cover. I also added some stickers to the back, some bigger stickers to contrast all of the tiny stickers on the front. I just wanted to make a flip through video kind of talking about what I did in this journal for the first half of 2026. Let's get into it. This is my intro page that I started off the journal with. I was still very tentative about what to do and how to get started, but I added in this envelope from my Unlucky Wishes mail subscription, and so I could use it as like a pocket to store random junk as I was working on this journal. And I created a little peek into like a room to try and kind of set up the vibe of the journal, and I have a little piece of lace that you can lift up and see a little sticker I stuck under. So for the first spread, I actually made this at a junk journal jam hosted by a cutie here in Richmond named Kara. She had a lot of really great supplies and I had a great time. It was a really good way to dive into junk journaling. So I included some ballerinas and some cool swan stickers. She had lots of hole punches, and in the back here you can see my Material Girls subscription envelope. I love using envelopes, as you'll see in my junk journal spreads. On to the next spread. This is the first spread I did kind of like solo in my craft studio, just working with my headphones on, and I really like how this one turned out. I used some blind bag wrapper, a business card from a present that I received for Christmas. It also came with this really cute wrapping paper. I have a tag from a piece of vintage clothing that I purchased, and this is a sticker from, or actually this is from the Merle Mail envelope. I just cut it out, put it on there. I love using glitter pen in my spreads, and I was really into these dot stickers when I started my journal, so you'll see those come up a lot, the polka dots. This is another really great spread of mine. I really like this one. This one is a spread dedicated to my favorite sushi restaurant here in Richmond. I order from them probably at least once a week. So I have a bunch of pamphlets and their chopsticks wrapper, and this was from their menu and some more from their menu. I also included some cat sushi stickers that I have in my stash, and more of those polka dots again. This spread is very different from a lot of the spreads in my junk journal. I used a newspaper to do this one and a paper bookmark. I found both of these in a free little library in my neighborhood when I went for a walk, and I just really loved all of the color ink in the newsprint, and I also added some glitter pen to make it a little bit more exciting. Next up, I have this spread that has a little fold in the middle of it. So on this side, I have some ephemera from my Pilates studio. They take a little Polaroid of you when you reach a class milestone, and I have a sticker from the studio. I cut it up a little bit, and some photos from their pamphlet. I also got some sticky notes for them as one of the member gifts for Christmas, so I included that note in there. And I also have some stickers from some mail I've received, and again, another Unlucky Wishes envelope. On this side, I have some more random stickers and business cards, blind box cards. You can flip this up to see, and this pulls out of the pocket as well. I think this spread is super cute, and it was the first time I tried adding a flap in the middle. Now, this is one of my favorites, I think, in my whole junk journal. I really love how colorful and vibrant and holographic and shiny it is. I feel like it really fits the vibe of like the cover of my junk journal. So I think this is when I really started to hit like a junk journaling stride in this journal. So I have my favorite blind box character, Mofu-san, down here, a haiku wrapper, some stickers. I have Orchard NYC, a really cool clothing brand. Disco Dime, also another cool clothing brand. Same with Teddy Fresh. I got this diamond dolphin sticker from Scrap RBA, which is a creative reuse store here in Richmond, which I love. I have a little mini fairy card from Rachel Burke, one of my favorite artists. Some more Unlucky Wishes and a sticker from a concert I went to. But yeah, really love this spread and all of the gems. Here's another fun one. I had gotten a button punch recently and I wanted to try it out, so I did a whole spread with button themes. I think I was also doing like some paper weaving at the time, so I had a bunch of these like leftover paper strips that I decided to use in the spread as well. This one is just a fun, playful one to test out a new art supply that I got. Okay, this next spread is super exciting. This is the first time I kind of tried to do a spread for like a specific trip or like a specific event. Earlier in 2025, I went to New York City. It was my first like solo trip, and I took the train to New York from Richmond, and I went and saw one of my favorite bands called The Format. They were doing a reunion show, and I'm really glad I was able to go see it. It was a great time. But I just have some stickers and the poster from the show and some like ephemera from the hotel that I stayed in. So that's a special one. Okay, this one's really fun. It's all Mofu-san bits that I have. This was from like a keychain package. I have some stickers from Miniso, lots of blind box stuff. Yeah, I definitely keep a good Mofu-san collection, and I'll probably have another spread like this one in my next journal. Here's another spread where I tried out some materials that I'd recently gotten. I just gotten in these two washi tapes from Prince of California, and also this washi tape from Rachel Burke, and I really was excited to use them. So I did a whole page with washi tape swatches, and then I took on the rosette washi tape trend, and this is what is making my journal so chunky right in the middle. But I think it's really cute, super pink, and I love all of these washi together. Okay, so this is the first spread of a series of spreads that I did for a trip to Boston I took earlier this year. I went to go visit my sister for her graduation from the Boston Conservatory. She's a contemporary dancer, and I collected so much junk for my journal on this trip. So this is kind of like the introduction one. I have a receipt from the airport for the coffee that I got, the Evian bottle of water label that I have, and I included two little maps to show my trip from Richmond to Boston. I also have this chip bag that I got on the plane, and the key card from the hotel that we stayed in. And then this spread, I have a photo of my sister and I for her graduation, and then another photo with my mom this time. This is all from the restaurant that we went to right after her like senior dance showcase, which I have cut out from the program here. This was also from the program, and that was her in the program. And then I just have a cute map that I got while I was in Boston as the background. And I included this cat sticker because one of her roommates has a cat that looks really similar. So that one's super cute. Next, I have a spread from when we went to Harvard. We went to like Cambridge around Harvard, and I went to Miniso. I went to the Tasty Burger there. It was so delicious. I think about it all the time. And we walked a little bit on the Freedom Trail, so I included some map bits and pieces from specific places that we stopped. So I remember that we saw these places specifically, and I also went into Bob Slate Stationer and picked up some stationery, so that was super fun. And you can also see another Material Girls mailer as the background for this one. While I was in Boston, I also did a bunch of shopping on Newbury Street, and here's just a short collection of a bunch of the places that I went. I got this washi tape at Posman Books, not sure. And yeah, lots of just fun receipts and tags and cutting up the bags that I got. Here is a second one for Newbury Street. I had to, of course, go to Newbury Comics, and I also stopped in this store called Bougie Design, where I made like a pencil case, a custom pencil case with all these patches, and I just really liked the branding of the store as well. But this one has like some fun flip out elements, so you could see that. Super cool. And then this is the last in my Boston spreads. I did one for some of the restaurants that we went to. My sister works at Tate in Boston, so I did a whole Tate spread. She also worked at Cactus Club Cafe in Boston, so I included some of the ephemera from that dinner that we went to after her graduation. Okay, next up, this is a two-spread series that I did for the Greater RVA Indie Bookstore Tour, which was super fun. I didn't get to complete my passport, but I really enjoyed checking out all these bookstores. So the first stop, we went to Abby's Books and Brews and got some coffee. Then we went to Small Friend Records and Books. I picked up this book, and they always have lots of fun stickers, so I grabbed some of those. And then we went to this store called BBGB in Carytown, and I also saw a cat while I was out walking that day, so I included that. We also visited Shelf Life Bookstore, and they have a cat there, so I had to include him. We also went to, kind of separate from the tour, but like it was happening during the tour, the Friends of the Richmond Public Library sale at the Richmond Public Library, and we picked up some used books from there. Had to check out Brian's books, of course, such a cool spot. He has this magazine called The Shortstop, and my boyfriend, he actually had a book review published into it, so I have it cut out here. And then if you flip this over, I have a spread for the Fountain Bookstore and I Love You So Much Books. I really love the aesthetic for I Love You So Much Books, so I have lots of stickers from them, and always appreciate a good holographic sticker to include. But I thought it was super cool that each bookstore had their own stamp, and I wanted to keep them in my journal. So there's that. Here's another event-related one at World of Mirth in Carytown. One of my favorite stores. They had Mr. Smitsky come visit, and I got to meet him, and I also bought some Smitsky, so I had to do a whole Smitsky junk journal spread, of course, so that's that. So cute. Oh, and the best thing was they had this special washi tape that they were handing out. I thought that was so cool. I was so excited to put it in my journal. And there was the sticker that was on the washi tape. And then I think this is my last spread in the journal. So I had to do a classic super pink, very Taylor journal spread. We have some more Mofu-san, we got Hello Kitty, we have Rachel Burke, her some packaging from her mail club, and more washi tape. I love these little apple sticky notes that I got from the Cozy Journal, also in Carytown. So yeah, lots of pink, lots of fun. And then that is it. That's my completed junk journal for the first half of 2026. I am very excited to get started on my next one. I've been working on decorating the cover. I opted for a Leuchtturm soft cover journal this time, so we'll see how I like that. I like the A5 size, and I just got dot pages, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover it all up anyway. So yeah, thank you for watching. I am super active on Instagram, so be sure to follow me over there to get updates on my junk journaling journey, and yeah, let me know what spread was your favorite. Thanks for watching. Bye.